My name is Noah Sander.
Carter Kirk.
Big Ray.
My name is Alex Nye.
Lucas Johnson. Paul Johnson. My name is John Dickey.
Hudson Walton.
My name is Chance Stewart.
Hunter Cushman.
My name is Blake Gimble.
Connor Patrick Wilkie.
Nate Van Asperen.
My name is JD Jackson Hatchett, aka Ric Flair, as they like to call me.
Ricky Davis.
Austin Wells.
Ben Cragness.
Shane Rakovich.
Hayden Aker.
It's got to be Mike's Calf. Me and my boys, JD and Nate, always go there every Monday, and then we had some special guest appearance and Hayden, Wilkie, and Gimble, and we had a lot of fun. So I got to go Mike's. Always got to get the burgers, that's for sure.
Gotta be Chicken Connection, an 8-piece. 2 breasts, 2 wings, 2 legs, 2 thighs. Can't go wrong. Oh, don't forget the fries with the little sour cream. Drives me off.
My favorite place to eat in Marshall is the Wooden Nickel. Their Mustang for Life burger. Can't beat it.
My favorite place to eat in Marshall is El Rancho. They have some really good burritos for a good price.
Favorite place to eat in Marshall is probably the pub. Like the Paninos a lot over there.
My favorite place to eat in Marshall is probably El Rancho, or there's a taco truck that goes to the parking lot of the Freedom gas station. It's called La Taqueria. That's definitely a pretty good taco place.
My favorite place to eat in Marshall would have to be Mike's Cafe on Mondays, burger night with JD, Wilkie, Hayden, Carter. It was a tradition, so that would have to be it.
This year in fall camp, he was taking me through the progressions on a play. Arrow, corner, backside dig, arrow, corner, backside dig. He says that, and he goes, "They should make that dang thing into a song."
When I played QB, on the body, on the break, front pad, keep it on the dance floor. But favorite memory, probably the day he busted out the sample cleats and had to take off in them to break up a scuffle. It was awesome.
My favorite Coach Sauter memory is when he was Kodak bopping after the win.
My favorite Coach Sauter memory came about 2 years ago. Gimble and I were moving him into his new house, and one of his daughter's little horses, he was neighing with it. It was pretty funny.
Favorite memory would have to be, I think it was 3 years ago. We had winter workouts, and the week of Hawaiian night, he came out at the end of our morning workout and went in and had a dance off between a few of the football guys on the team.
I'd have to say Burning the Ships. I think it was about 2 years ago.
Favorite thing to do in Marshall probably would be Tuesday night movies. It's $5, and we got a pretty nice movie theater here in Marshall, and I'm a big movie guy, so probably that.
Favorite thing to do in Marshall, if you're not hanging out after practice, after lifting, be going hunting and fishing around town.
Favorite thing to do in Marshall is hang out with the boys and try to get up early and try to shoot some ducks during duck season and fish the rest of the year.
If I'm playing well, Fortnite with the boys, but I suck, so.
Probably go to Garvin State Park. Gimble and I built a fort 3 years ago. It's still standing today.
Favorite thing to do in Marshall is beat everybody in Madden 2K, because I'm kind of the king at it, but it's probably my favorite thing to do.
Hang with the boys. It's probably the most fun thing to do in Marshall.
My favorite moment of SMSU football was probably Sauter's dances after our wins this year.
Most memorable moment in SMSU football was definitely 2 years ago when we were playing Duluth. It was the first time we knocked off a ranked team, scored 2 touchdowns in the last couple minutes. That was just unbelievable.
My most memorable moment of SMSU football would have to be our big win on senior night this year.
Most memorable moment, probably my first year playing Bemidji, walk-off touchdown almost to Nate Hewitt, and that was really insane, really crazy. I've never been a part of something like that.
Most memorable moment will probably be this year during fall camp when we had the diving contest.
probably my favorite moment.
My most memorable moment of SMSU football has to be freshman year when we finished the season beating Winona State for the first ever sledge game.
A couple years ago when we beat Duluth on a last-second touchdown, that was pretty awesome.
I'll miss most about SMSU football is probably the just winning with the guys and just having fun with them and constant grinding, getting through the day and just being there with them.
I would say just the laughs, the fun. You never get it like how it was. You never feel that feeling again. Just laughing with your boys, you know what I'm saying? Just joking around with them. Just everything, you know what I'm saying? All the laughs. That's really it.
The thing I'll miss most from SMSU football is definitely the teammates. You know, I've grown really close to these guys, built some really great relationships.
What I'll miss most is just being around the guys, being in the locker room with them, getting ready on game day to go out and battle, and just the chemistry we've had.
I just miss being with the boys on Saturdays.
I'm gonna miss the most about SMSU football is hanging out and being with the guys every day. Gonna miss fall camp and complaining together how much we hurt during fall camp, and probably all the road trips.
What I'm gonna miss the most is actually playing football, and want to miss the bonds that were created by meeting new people.
I'd say my true freshman year and our meeting the night before a game, all the players were in the room waiting for your coach, and all of a sudden Sutter came in running around with a horse mask on over his head, and it was kind of confusing and pretty funny.
Funniest memory was our dance off a couple years ago. Coach Trotter stepped in and stole the show. It was pretty funny.
I mean, there's so many, but for some reason this year when we played Concordia, Shane and the running back were going back and forth before the game, and Shane goes, "I didn't know they brought their scout team this week." And then literally the first play of the game, Shane tackles him for a 2-yard loss, and I thought that was hilarious, and he definitely backed it up.
My funniest memory from SMSU football would have to be fighting with Nye and Shane every single day at practice.
Funniest memory would definitely be Coach Hiller, his sayings. He always puts job at the end of everything, so it's like seal job, lock job. I know ZKD will like that one.
Advice for freshmen would be just to commit to it early. Make a decision that this is what you want to do. Know that at times it's going to be hard. You're going to want to quit, but that's just something you got to work through. Just commit to it early and make that decision.
Advice I have for freshmen is just find a close group of friends, just do stuff with, lift, go out, and it just makes your time easier here.
Advice I give to freshmen is, man, you probably hear it all the time, but literally take it one day at a time. You know, everybody says, it goes by fast and things like that, which is very true, but, you gotta live in the moment, man, which is every day, whether that's, 5:30s, whether that's summer workouts, every day, man, counts, and you don't get those back, like they say, man, you can't just go out in the street and have a football game, a casual football game. Once it's done, it's done. So literally enjoy every day.
My advice for freshmen would be have a great first impression. Your first impression will carry on with you throughout your whole entire career here. And to always make sure you make it to every meeting, make it to everything football related on time, and class too.
The off season's huge, and it's a huge time to grow and develop, and just be ready at all times, because you may be thrown into the fire a little earlier than expected, and that's an okay thing. Don't be scared by that, and just take advantage of your opportunity when that time comes.
Find a group of guys and stick with them, make it your own, have as much fun as you possibly can.